Hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar which will introduce you to PDM on cloud using the 3D Experience platform. Let me start off by introducing myself. I'm Christoffer. I've been working with SOLIDWORKS since 2014. My daily function at PLM is technical specialist with a main focus on SOLIDWORKS and 3D Experience. And with me today I have my co-host Anders, whom you've just met. Anders, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure will. Yeah, my name is Anders, and I also work here at PLM as a technical specialist. I've been working with SOLIDWORKS since 2009, and my main areas here is general SOLIDWORKS support, 3D experience, and simulation. In 2020, I was awarded the Elite Application Engineer Award, and I was born in '89, and I live in Greiz with my girlfriend.
Thank you, Anders. All right. Let's have a look at what we will experience here today. The subject of this webinar is Reap the Benefits with PDM on Cloud. And we're going to talk about, first of all, what is this PDM on Cloud? We're going to see the possibilities and benefits of using PDM on Cloud. And lastly, we will take a look at collaboration through PDM on Cloud, both internally within your organization, but also with your external collaborators. And we'll finish this webinar off with a Q&A session where you can get a chance to ask questions you might have about this 3D Experience platform and this webinar. All right, so PDM on Cloud, what is it? In this first section, I will explain to you what is PDM on Cloud and what can you do with it. So when we talk about PDM on Cloud, we're talking about the 3D Experience platform. And to begin with, I would actually like to correct ourselves on this because PDM, or Product Data Management as it goes in its unabbreviated form, it exclusively relates to managing and organizing your design data. However, with 3D Experience, you can do much more than this. So 3D Experience combines functions used to manage data from just about every department within your organization, from marketing to sales to engineering to management. Therefore, we would like to get rid of the term PDM on cloud. And from now on, we will use the term data management on cloud instead when talking about the overall functionality of the 3D Experience platform. Of course, the 3D Experience platform still lets you manage your data, and it lets you organize processes. It enables effective and effortless collaboration. So the 3D Experience platform is still a tool for PDM, but it can do so much more than that. And I think the best way to describe the true functionality of the platform is it's being an ecosystem for your entire organization. And right now, some of you might think, all right, that sounds good, but 3D Experience is still a very abstract picture for me. And that's totally understandable. So why don't we take a little tour around the 3D Experience platform? All right, so your access to the 3D Experience platform is determined by the roles assigned to you on the platform. Each role assigned to you lets you use a variety of different apps on the platform, which can be accessed through the 3D Compass. Some of these apps require some form of installation directly on your computer, but most of them are purely web-based and accessible on any device with an internet browser. And another base term when talking 3D Experience is dashboards. Think of dashboards as a highly customizable workspace on the platform. You can make as many dashboards as you like, and you can easily switch between dashboards. You can drag and drop your apps to a dashboard to customize your workspace, and you can create multiple tabs to section your workspace in a way that fits exactly you. On this dashboard, I've dragged in the Web Notes app. This is an app that allows me to make a note for myself. I already have a note called Important Notes for Webinars, and I can easily make a new one. So let's call this is a new note. All right. On the next tab, I've dragged in two apps, the first being the 3D Space app. This app accesses all my collaborative spaces on the platform, which is where all my files are stored. So the collaborative spaces are based on a flat folder structure, which after a while leaves us with a big pile of files. And to organize these files, we can use bookmarks. So if you look on the right side of my screen, you can see the Bookmark Editor app. Think of bookmarks as an evolved version of the folder structure system that we know from Windows File Explorer. Similarly to this, I can create root bookmarks and sub-bookmarks to organize and structure my files on the platform. I can easily drag and drop files from my collaborative space directly into my bookmarks, and I can assign multiple bookmarks to a single file. So organizing files this way helps to keep the storage required to store our files to a minimum. So, all right, let's have a look at the 3D Play app. This is an online file viewer, and I've made a tab with both the Bookmark Editor and the 3D Play app. And this allows me to preview my CAD files outside of SolidWorks. So I can drag a part file from my bookmark into the 3D Play window. And from here, I can zoom, I can rotate my model, and I can even drag and preview complete assemblies in this 3D Play app. And I can zoom and rotate this as well. And I can easily make a section view of my assembly to examine the insides of my model. I can also create annotations, I can take screenshots, and lots of other cool features. The 3D Play app can also handle videos and documents, which is pretty neat. So, aside from the 3D Play app, and aside from bookmarks, another way of accessing content on the platform is through searchable attributes. And attributes is comparable to file properties that we know from SolidWorks. Here I have an advanced search targeting all the different CAD files from my conveyor belt project. As you can see, I have a complete list of CAD files contained within this project. And I've done a similar search on this tab for files contained in my gear project. So the results are showing the parts and assemblies in this project. Another very cool app on the 3D Experience platform is the Product Explorer app. This app allows me to explore the complete structure of a file. Here I've opened an assembly file, and again, I'm able to zoom and rotate my model. I can also make section views, I can make measurements, and I can hide or show reference geometry. And I can even change the display mode for the viewing of the model. Pretty neat. Let's have a look at my gear assembly. From here, I can also hide or show or isolate parts that I want to see. And I can see all the properties of the files contained as well. But maybe one of the coolest features of the Product Explorer app is the relations feature. This feature lets me build a quick graphical overview of any relations of a part or an assembly file. And I can easily select the specific relations I'm interested in exploring. I can choose to view all relations of the file at once. So that's very cool, I think. So to summarize, 3D Experience is data management on cloud, and it can help you optimize productivity and collaboration. So, Anders, I think it's time for a quick poll. What have you got for us?
Here it is. We have a second poll today, and we are a bit curious as to know what industry you represent. So if you would take a few seconds to answer this, if you're either in industrial equipment, home and lifestyle, high tech, life science, or something else. I'll just give you a few more seconds to answer this. And let's have a look. So most of you are actually in industrial equipment, and we have some other spread as well. This is great, very exciting stuff. And actually, the platform is for everyone. So no matter which industry you're in, you can reap the benefits of using this platform tool. And
yeah, definitely.
Let's go on with the show. So back to you, Christoffer.
Yeah, thank you, Hannes. All right, how to work smarter, not harder with data management on cloud. In this section, I will show you how to work with a cloud-based data management platform like 3D Experience in SolidWorks. So the 3D Experience platform is deeply integrated in SolidWorks, and it allows us to access all of our CAD files directly from within SolidWorks. So let's have a look at what interacting with the 3D Experience platform looks like through SolidWorks. In my SolidWorks task pane, I can easily access my 3D Experience platform through the 3D Experience add-in. I can see a list of all the files contained in the assembly I've opened, and I can also see that I am connected to my collaborative space called Webinar. I can even change to another collaborative space if I need to. But right now, the add-in tells me that my platform contains the latest version of this file. It also contains me that all files are locked to me, indicated by the green icons. So this means we can now edit the files. Let's start with assigning some properties. Under project, I'll type in conveyor belt. And under vendor, I'll choose PLM from my drop-down list. I'll press OK. And I'll save the part. All right. I'll also generate an item number for my part. And I'll do that by clicking the toolbar in the bottom of my screen here. And I've already set up a process to automatically generate an item number from the properties file type, then a counter, and the property project. So I'll click set. And we can now see the item number has been generated and assigned in the enterprise item number column. From the 3D Experience window, I'm also able to handle revisions. I'll make a new revision here, and I can see the revision letter has increased to B. And in comments here, I'll type new revision. And revisions are useful, for example, when a release design needs changing after the final release of the file. So in order to make the file editable again, I could make a new revision. And now I can easily replace the current revision with the newer one. You can see in this window, I see all available revisions for this part. And since I only have 2 revisions and the active revision A is grayed out, this only leaves me with the choice of B. So I'll click that and press OK. And now in the revision column in the right side of my task pane, we can see that the model updates to revision B. So besides revisions, I'm also able to reuse entire designs and save it as new files. If I click this, I'll get the following dialog box, allowing me to specify which parts I want to reuse and which parts I want to save as a new one. And once again, that's a great way of keeping the duplicate file clutter to a minimum. And I think it's a very nice feature. So from the 3D Experience window, I can also easily change a file's maturity state in its current workflow. I'll just click this. And in the flowchart, I'll choose the release option, which will change the file state to released. I've set up my workflow to automatically generate a step file whenever a part is released. And the same can be done with PDF files for drawings, for example. So when saving a file to the platform, I can easily assign a bookmark to it right away as well. I'll just click this. Let's see. Yeah. And choose Save with Options. And from this window, I'll click the Bookmarks button. This opens up a new window where I can browse through all my existing bookmarks or even create a new one. In this example, I could choose the conveyor belt bookmark, which is a sub-bookmark located in my root bookmark called Webinar. I've already applied this bookmark to my file, so in this case, I'll just cancel this operation. Before the 3D Experience add-in uploads any files to the SolidWorks files to the platform, it saves a local copy in a predetermined cache folder. This folder is called the My Work folder, and it acts like your local file cache and temporary backup folder. All right, let's return to SolidWorks. A way of opening files from your 3D Experience platform directly in SolidWorks is through the Bookmark Editor app, which can be accessed directly from your 3D Experience task pane window. From here, I can browse through all my bookmarks and find the file or the files I need, and then I just drag the file from the bookmark, and I drop it directly in the SolidWorks viewport, and the file is automatically opened. And I can do this with every file type that SolidWorks supports. Another way of opening files is through the advanced search feature. Let's see here. And here I've already set up an advanced search from the results. I'll just drag this file. And once again, the file is automatically opened. So that's pretty cool, and it leaves you with a few options for organizing and finding the files you need. All right. So the 3D Experience platform is a highly customizable platform. And as you've just seen, it's possible to handle all your CAD-related data and more through the 3D Experience platform directly from within SolidWorks. Now, before we move on, Anders, do you have our last poll ready?
Yeah, I do. As you mentioned, it's the last poll of the day, and this time it is, what is your job function? Are you in management? Are you a technical designer? Are you in engineering, IT, or something else? So again, I'll just give you a few seconds to answer this. And also, just to reiterate, please join in on our Q&A session at the end of this webinar so that you can have all your questions answered. And let's see. This time we have a big spread. We have both from management, engineering, and yeah, everything. You can see that. That's great because actually, no matter what job function you have, your whole company can benefit from the collaboration aspect of the 3D Experience platform. So no matter your position in your company, there is something for you during this webinar and in the use of the 3D Experience platform.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
With that, Christoffer, let's get on with it for our final section.
Sure, Anas, thank you. All right, collaboration through 3D Experience. So in this final section, you will learn how to collaborate through the 3D Experience platform, and this is both internally within your organization and with external collaborators as well. So the 3D Experience platform lets you collaborate with your colleagues very efficiently and without the risk of overriding progress. The 3D Experience platform also lets you connect and collaborate with other external 3D Experience users, but also with external non-3D Experience users. Let's see how all this works. So here I have my gear assembly open, and right now it's in read-only mode. This means that I cannot make any changes to the assembly on the platform. Let's say I had to make a change in the gear body. I can then log the gear body to my 3D Experience user, shown by the green key symbol here. And now I can open the part, and I can make a change to it. And when I'm done, I can then save the changes and unlock the part again. So, and when I lock a file, no one else will be able to lock the file and make changes to it until it's unlocked again. This way, multiple people can work on the same assembly at the same time without risking overwriting each other's works. So let's head back to the 3D Experience platform to check out some more collaboration features. In this tab, I have opened the Collaborative Tasks app. This app allows users to create and assign tasks to users, as well as keep track of tasks assigned to them. Here I've created a task for starting this webinar and assigned it to myself. I'll just mark this task completed already. And here I have a task asking me to share this webinar dashboard with Anas. So let's look at that. I'll drag the task to any work. So when sharing a dashboard, I'm sharing this entire workspace I've set up. It's a complete setup with tabs and apps that I can easily share with other users. I can either share it as a linked dashboard that continuously updates with my changes, or I can share it as a copy of the current state of my dashboard. So I've chosen Anas here, and I'll write him a quick message. Hi, Anas, check this out. And I'll click share. Now I get the message that the dashboard has been shared. So the task is now complete, and I can drag the task to complete it. So far, so good. The final task assigned to me asks me to review a product. It asks me to review the gear body part for the gear project and to change the state to released when approved. I can also see the task as an attachment indicated by the tiny paperclip here. So let's see what that's about. I can see the attachment is a SOLIDWORKS part. Now there's multiple ways for me to open this part. I can choose open with and pick an item from the list, or I can choose preview and open the app in the 3D Play viewer we saw earlier. But, and this is very cool, I can also just drag the part directly from my browser and all the way into the SOLIDWORKS viewport and drop it there, and the part opens up and I can review this. By the way, it's possible to access the collaborative tasks window from within the 3D Experience task pane in SOLIDWORKS as well. All right, so let's just say that this looks good. I'll close the part and head back to the platform. Now to change the part, the state of the part, I'll drag it from attachments and onto my lifecycle tab, which contains the collaborative lifecycle app. And from here, I can advance the workflow by clicking release. I also want to note that it's possible to set up a requirement for approval by multiple users before a file can enter a certain state. This way you can minimize the risk of releasing a file by accident. The file is now set to released, and I can go back to the task and then drag it to complete it. Let's have a look at communities. 3D Swim app lets you access your communities on the platform. You can use communities to gather all your information on, for example, a specific project all in one place. This minimizes the hassle of searching through your mailbox and other medias to find information on your projects. Let's go back to the task real quick and open the attachment here in 3D Play, the app we saw earlier. All right. Now from here, I can make an annotation. I'll just draw a big red circle around this entire part. I'll change up the color to black, and I'll write a note. asking, what is this? This could be relevant in the case the part from the earlier task had not been ready for releasing. I can then publish a screenshot of this directly in my 3D Swim community and have the person responsible for this design elaborate further on it. So I'll choose to publish this as a post. Yeah, and I'll put it in the webinar community. So let's get a title here. Please elaborate. And now I'll click publish. And I get a message that my content has been published in the webinar community. And let's head back there. So in a couple of seconds, we should see my post appear over here. There it is. Users can now interact with this post in the form of either commenting or liking. So this was the internal communities. Through the 3D Swim app, you can also access external communities such as the SOLIDWORKS user forum, the 3D Experience platform user community, the simulator community, and a lot more. It's basically a great way to gain knowledge and spar with other users of the 3D Experience platform and related software. The last thing I'll show you guys today is how to share files with external collaborators. I can do this with my 3D Drive app. Here I've uploaded a step file created in the workflow shown earlier in this webinar. I'll click the information icon here and head to the sharing tab. And I'll click the activate external sharing link option. The link generated from here is accessible for anyone who has that link. However, if I need to restrict access to the file in this link, I can do so by activating the restrict access to specific users options. This allows me to limit the access to one or more specified email addresses. So this way I'm certain only the intended receivers can access my file. So I'll then click copy link. And now I can send this link in an email to my external collaborator. And this external collaborator doesn't even have to be a 3D Experience user. That's pretty neat, I'd say. So to summarize, 3D Experience lets you collaborate efficiently both within and outside your organization. And it's also possible to access the 3D Experience platform from any device with an internet browser, like a tablet or a phone, for example. So you can always have your data with you even on the go. So that's pretty cool. And all in all, for today's takeaways, as you've seen, there's a lot of advantages when using the 3D Experience platform. The 3D Experience platform is a business experience platform with a single and easy-to-use interface. It powers industry solution experiences based on 3D design, analysis, simulation, and intelligent software, all in a collaborative, interactive environment. And I personally think that it's an amazing tool, and that I think it's very cool that you can access all your data from just about any device with an internet browser. So what do you say, Anas? What do you think is the coolest feature of the 3D Experience platform?
Yes, as you mentioned, it's a very great tool, and the whole collaboration aspect is really a thing that your company can benefit from. It's pretty easy to get started with, actually, and the whole drag and drop functionality is just really good and simple to use. Also, the fact that you can actually drag a part from your browser directly into SOLIDWORKS and see it open, that I think that's really great.
Yeah, that's insanely cool. It's definitely very awesome. I also find the relations feature of the Product Explorer app to be really cool. The option to give you a graphical overview of all your file relations, which can be quite the headache to keep track of sometimes. Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Before we get started on the Q&A session, I'd like to mention our upcoming webinars. If you found this webinar interesting and you want to learn more about 3D Experience, or if you have a colleague or know someone who might benefit from this, then please check out our upcoming webinars. More information about this can be found on our website, plmgroup.eu, under resources and events and webinars. So that's it from us. I hope you enjoyed this webinar, and please let us know what you think in the short survey when exiting this webinar. So thanks a lot for joining, and have a very nice day out there. Bye, guys.
Bye.